Welcome to True Awakening. The title of this video is What is True? The purpose of True Awakening is to explore the truths coming out in our world about what's really going on in the world, politically and socially, and also throughout time in history, the true history of our planet and the wider origins of life. So when we're talking about what's true, it's difficult because it's like, what really is true? We've all had the experience of really believing something and then realizing that there's a greater truth. Now, when you find that greater truth, that original truth has to fall away. This can be a painful process. Say in your individual personal life, you had someone you really thought you could trust, and then they turned their back on you, or you got betrayed or burned by them. And the truth of this was difficult, and it's hard to face the realities of truth. So this channel is about supporting the true awakening that's happening on the planet right now, about the information coming forward and how to understand it. As a professional intuitive, I want to help you understand it from a spiritual, intuitive perspective, from that bigger picture that can help you understand and feel safe and connected as you go through your process of awakening. But when we talk about truth, we have to look at how truth is continually evolving, and there's always more truths. And we're so confused right now because we've been told lie after lie after lie, and now we can't believe anything is true. And so we're uncovering layers and layers of deception around conditioning in society and what we've been told our history is, our world is. So we're going to explore all of these issues together from an intuitive spiritual perspective. But it's important to understand that, first of all, coming into truth can be painful. It can be like psychic pain, psychological pain. And so this is what the whole world is going through right now in this massive disclosure of truth. It's happening in our personal lives. It's happening as we have faced look at the shadow in our own life and the conditioning and the belief systems that have held us back and the pain that we carry within. And then we're looking at this collectively, where we are awakening to greater truths that are not that comfortable to look at. And so I'm here to help see the bigger picture and bring an intuitive spiritual perspective to these events, and to help buffer the experience and help you figure out how to help your friends and family adjust and open and heal during this time of massive disclosure on the planet. So when we talk about what's true, it's continually evolving. And now in this soup of lies we've been told, it's hard because there's nothing to cling to. And when these truths fall away, we feel like we're losing a part of ourselves, our psychological identity. It's like an ego death. And even though some things that we believe are delusions in our life and unhealthy, they're still support systems. And so it's important to understand that this process of awakening has stages. And we can, by understanding and supporting these stages in ourselves and in other people, we can help harmonize this true awakening, this great American awakening that's happening on the planet right now and in our country. But truth is always evolving. You know, I mean, it's like, we thought the earth was flat. We found out it's round. Some people are trying to say it's flat again. So as time goes on, truths change. And when you find those bigger, deeper truths, you have to let go of your other perceptions. And so it's kind of, you have to ask, what is true? And the truth is, and what I would like to continually bring this every opportunity, each time we talk, back to, is the one truth. I would say truth with a capital T. that first of all, there's so much more than what we've been told, and that we have a cosmic consciousness, that we are embodying in our physical body a cosmic consciousness, an energy, a connection with the whole. We are a fractal of source energy, or God, or creator, or higher self, whatever you'd like to call it. And first there's energy, then there's physical manifestation. So before we were who we are in our physical body, and whether we're a woman or a man, and our role and our job, and who we are to other people, all that stuff, before all that, we were cosmic consciousness. And after we drop this body, we'll go back to being cosmic consciousness. We still are, we always are connected to source. We've just been told that we're not. It's the illusion of separation. And so what's ultimately true, the only thing we can really cling to in this world, and it's so important to just bring it back to this truth, the unchangeable, deeper truth of who we are as cosmic beings, as having source within us. And we've been taught through conditioning that we need to go outside of ourselves to get the blessings of this world. Are we good enough? Does God love us? Will we get what we want? And going outside and finding the love and nourishment that we need, when everything that ever existed is from source energy, the source of creation, and we are that simply by existing. And so we're going to continue to come back to this truth, the bigger, wider, greater truth, the bigger picture, truth with a capital T, that we are the source of all. We are the love of life. We are the creative energy manifested in cosmic consciousness, in a physical body, in this amazing experience on planet Earth. And most of us are going through life surviving and looking at this world and seeing the distortions and seeing the lies and feeling like there's just so much wrong with our world. But when we tap into this bigger, deeper truth, we're giving our attention to what's right and what's true, and the cosmic source of all that is who we are in our core essence, who we've always been, who we'll always be, is love. And so I hope that I can offer you some spiritual support as we move through these great awakening times together, in the way that many others have supported me, to feel like I'm not alone, and to feel like there is a bigger picture, and to feel like there is ultimately hope and light and beauty and love living, breathing, happening in this planet, because that is the truth of who we are. So I look forward to the journey. I hope you'll join me on this great experience of true awakening.